What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm guessing by the thumbnail you probably already know what this video is about, but it's always something that I wanted to do. So today I'm up on the parking ramp again, and I'm going to do a small video about 5 things I hate about the car and 5 things I love about the car. I'm probably gonna do the 5 things I hate about the car, just get that out of the way, and it's starting to rain. So moving to the interior, now that it started raining, it was blue skies just a minute ago and it was clear. So moving to the interior, one of the things that I hate about this car is the interior, more of the door panels and the center console and a little bit of the dash. I feel like they could have saved a little bit of the money and put it into a better interior. Since you are inside of the car the whole time, why not enjoy the inside of the car and not hear all the creaks and everything else? I do have solid motor mounts, I understand that, and I'm gonna hear vibrations and rattles and everything else. So the door panels are pretty cheap, armrest flex is pretty good. This has never been broken, it's always been fine, never had any issues, but it's still just like the top piece of it is just cheap. If I put my knee against it while I'm driving, you can actually see the door panel like flexing. It's very cheap. I took my vent out at Proving Grounds. I just forgot to put it back in. It was rattling pretty good and it was annoying during videos. But like all the HVAC knobs, they're just all kind of cheap and you know, there's nothing really to them. The old factory CD player that was in here was really cheap as well. I just have just a Kenwood in there right now. I really don't listen to too much music in here. So besides the door panel and the dash, the armrest kind of makes a creaky noise every time you put your weight on it. I've thought about taking it apart and figuring out some kind of way of putting like a sound deadening or something like that would make that go away. That's just something on the long list of things I want to do to this car. But it did look like it stopped raining. Looks like I got some blue sky here coming up. So I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna finish the 5 things I hate about this car. And I really don't even hate the things. I just dislike them and wish that Dodge did them differently. But yeah, so I'm gonna get outside and I'm gonna finish those up. All right, so now we're to the exterior. One of the things that I dislike about this car are the brakes. I wish that Dodge would have also thrown a little more money towards the brakes. I'm not saying going Brembos, but definitely going to something a little bit better. Like I said in the previous video, I've never had any issues with having to push the brakes hard enough to where they fail or they just feel like they're not enough. Who knows, next season that might come. So like I said, I plan on upgrading them. So that's gonna be one of the things that, like, again, on the long list. One of the other things on the exterior was the spoiler, which that was one of the top things I eliminated right away. As you can see, it went with just an XXT trunk with a welded and shaved trunk. But yeah, I hated the spoiler. It got in the way all the time. Look, I guess it depends on the height, on your height, because some people say that the spoiler didn't really affect their view through the rear view. Some people said it did. For me, it kind of did. It was like right at that middle point where it just chopped everything off. And that was kind of annoying. So some people think front-wheel drive cars need spoilers. Some people think they don't. But I just feel that spoiler that was on the car, if you guys don't remember what it looks like, I'll just put a little picture up here. I just don't think that spoiler was really doing anything. Plus, I thought it was hideous, so I took it off. Very rarely that I miss it here and there, but like I said, I thought it was pretty ugly. And so since I thought it was pretty ugly, I sold the bitch. So besides the brakes, the wing, and the interior, one of the last things I dislike about this car is I understand it's still a neon, but I wish that they would have done a little bit more to separate, you know, the looks and everything else from the neon. As you look at the STIs and the Evos, they really are a step up from the Lancers and the WRXs. I know it's a Dodge, I know it's a neon, I know it was meant to be cheap, but still, like, if you're in that area and you're trying to compete with other people that are doing the same thing, step your game up. Separate yourself. Like I always say, separate yourself. The last thing I hate about this car, and this one I probably actually do hate more than the others. This is no certain order, but this is probably one thing I truly do hate. Others I probably just dislike a little bit or just slightly irritate me, are the people who hate on them. I understand you like what you like, but I've never been a big guy to be hating on other people's brands and other people's builds. If you like the car, you like it. That's why you bought it. Enjoy your car while you have it. Have fun with it. And have fun with people who have the same car. I know a lot of SRT owners, and they make me love this car even more. But it's the people who take the time out of their day to try to make other people's days horrible by just making fun of them because of what kind of car they bought. I think it's bull. If you like your car, you like it. If you don't like it, who cares? Let it go. But I get more hate on this car than any car I've ever owned. I've also learned to block it out and not really care so much. I really couldn't come up with that many things that I hated about this car, so that's why that kind of made the list, because it was more of an annoyance. But I did hate this more than any of the other ones. Like, I had somebody that took their time out of the day to key my car. It was the second time that it was keyed, so I had to take my money, take my own personal time, and go get it fixed just because somebody didn't like my car. That's the shit that annoys me. That's the shit that makes me pick this as the number 5 thing. Probably move it down to the number 1 thing. Why I dislike this car is because of the people who dislike it. Let me love my car, plain and simple. So I'm gonna go to another location to finish off this video about the 5 things I love about this car. I can go on and on forever and ever about this car just because I love it. That's why I started this channel. That's why I do the things I do. I take all the time of my day to work on this thing because I love it. It's one of the greatest cars I've ever owned, next to my Miata, but definitely I love this car to death. And there's a reason why I haven't sold it. I've had it for so long. People are always like, how can you go 10, 11 years and not sell your car and get something new? It's because every year I take this thing out of storage, it just makes me happy again. But yeah, so we're gonna move to another spot. It's a spot that I've been going to for probably, I'd say at least 12, 13 years. I know some other YouTubers have gone there and they like it. It's a good spot. Kind of away from everybody, but I wish I could find the footage because me and my buddy Corey and Clinton used to go down there all the time. And there's a long stretch, a road that goes from almost like a boat ramp, kind of like launching area by the river, to which is now a power plant. And the power plant bought the road, so you can't go on that road anymore, but you can go by the boat launch. It was a long straightaway. I used to do flyby videos there, and I wish I could find them because they were some of the coolest videos back in the day when I started my first YouTube channel. And back when my car was stock, I have no videos of my car running when it was like close to stock, and I wish I did. Alright, so I got to the spot that I used to go to all the time. So while I'm still in the car here, one of the number 1 things I love about this car is the Viper inspired seats. Not all of the SRT4s came with Viper inspired seats, which was kind of cool because I've seen a lot of them, but I've seen more of the normal factory Dodge seats than the Viper inspired seats. The seats aren't like that great, so they were definitely worth the upgrade when purchasing a vehicle, but they're not like Corbos, Recaro, Sparkos, and so on. I wear like a 34 waist, and I don't know, I'm like just to the point where I'm almost just too big for the seat. Once I've gotten an actual, like, I got a Corbo in my Miata, and that fits me perfect. So after going from a fixed back fiberglass seat and then going back to this, I can kind of see on where they went wrong with these seats, and I don't know. I like them. They're not bad. I fit fine. I'm more muscular, broad shoulders. More of the slimmer guys would probably fit in these things good and wouldn't have any issues, but I seem to be doing just fine. They're comfortable. I've probably gone on at least like 3 or 4 long, like 5-hour road trips with this car at one point in time. I've never had any issues where my back was hurting or, you know, or stuff like that. They're very, very comfortable. So going on to number 3, how easy these things are to mod. You can just throw a couple $1,000s at them and have roughly 300 horsepower on E85. Everything is easy to work on. The engine bay, there's not much really cramped in there. So that's pretty much one of my top things with this car, why I love it. Number 4 would be the exhaust. The exhaust note that this car makes, I just love it. It's great. Back when I first got this car, there weren't many other cars that would actually make the popping, crackling under decel and in between shifting like this thing does. Number 5 would be the attention I get in this car. The attention is unbelievable. And I really didn't notice it a lot until Clinton drove my car. Like everywhere he went, people would just break their necks looking. I mean, if you look at it, silver car, gold wheels, carbon fiber hood, all that carbon fiber. For the average person that doesn't know what all that is, they just see it and they're like, what the hell is on that car? Some people would say, what is wrong with that car? But it's an eye grabber. I mean, think about it. People say, like, you think it's just a regular neon, and then they hear it go by, or they hear the blow-off valve, they hear the crackle, or they see me full wide open throttle pass, and like, and they're in awe, they're in shock. Yeah, and they look at it, it just stands out. No matter where you go, it always stands out. But since that was number 5, that's the end of the video. I just wanted to do a little video. I had a little time today. It's Saturday. I'm just gonna go relax. Probably go out to dinner with Clinton, his girlfriend, and my girlfriend as a little double date. Go do some hibachi. Always gotta love the Chinese food. Well, actually Japanese food. All right, guys. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to do a small video. I had a little bit of time. I understand a lot of automotive YouTubers already do this kind of stuff, but it's just something I've always wanted to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up button down below. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It's also down below. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.